everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's episode I'd like to call Entering into what is probably an ill-advised project with half a nail. Oh my goodness. I don't actually know what I'm doing with this project, but I have a little cousin. She is 8, just turned 8. And she loves chess. She's the only girl in her chess club at school. And I thought, hey, I have some resin laying around, though in hindsight, not as much resin as I thought. And I'd actually gotten this little set of like half chess pieces. And I was like, oh, I should make her a little tiny resin chess set, but this didn't come with a chessboard. And also they're only half pieces. So it just wasn't really a good look. So I bought a whole resin set. And all the pieces are huge, and I don't know, it's just a bigger project than I thought I was going to be taking on, so I'm a little nervous about it, I won't lie. I have a variety of purple things to color with. I've got this violet shade of alcohol ink. I also had one called purple, but I thought it matched the purple, or this violet color matched the purple mica powder that I have, and also this kind of like, it's almost like a pinky style purple, more of a lilac purple, definitely more violet, right, of glitter that I have in here. And I also have these beautiful purple flower stickers. And I think these iris kind of color ones definitely match a little bit better, but I think I might kind of intermingle some of these. And they are clear, so they will look like pressed flowers in there, and I think that's going to be really fun. So I think I want to start by doing all of my colored bits. All right, I had enough to go everywhere. This is like weirdly stickier than I was anticipating, so I feel like if I flip it over, you're kind of gonna get a look without nothing ruining it. So yeah, so something like that. Pretty. And I'm gonna brush this over top of the squares that need to be brushed. And I'm actually thinking I'm gonna brush over the non-stickered spots. I haven't decided how I feel about that decision yet, but I guess we will find out. I also kind of wanted to use this video to test this new like resin bubble remover that I have. It's huge, but I'm gonna do that, you know, whatever. I just kind of wanted to see how it goes because I haven't used it yet and I want to test it out. So nervous, this can get so messy. Okay, open that up. Just gonna want to tip tap in there, get some of the extra off. I'm gonna go in these squares. I'm just gonna start painting on this shiny gorgeousness. This, honest to God, took 30 full minutes. That's crazy to me, but it is pretty good looking, I would say. I am not super disappointed in it. I think the edges are probably like the fuggliest part of it so far, just because they're kind of like deeper. But yeah, I'm not mad so far. Just kind of cleaning up the last little bits of all of this stuff. So usually when I'm filling a mold, I will fill it up with water first and then pour it in here to see about how much I need. I don't know how much I need because I can't really pour this effectively. It's very floppy. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wing it, hope for the best, and if there's any left over, I'm gonna overshoot it, hopefully. And if there's anything left, I'll start filling these because I do want there to be clear pieces and then the purple pieces. So I'll just fill these with I guess it'll have to be the purple pieces actually. No, this is gonna be clear. This is a clear base. And I'll fill these and make my first clear pieces. I'm gonna keep the pawn out though because I wanna test some design ideas with the UV resin. So let's do it. Also, something that's really nice about these before I go on is that they do stand up. They've got these like bits on the bottom so that they can stand flat without messing anything up, which I think is cool. All right, here is my thing. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to peel off the top because I don't get what that, oh, could that be it? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. There we go. Now I can see. So yeah, I guess I'm just supposed to pop this in. I can leave it in between 5 and 9 minutes. I'm gonna do 9 just to see what happens. Oops, I accidentally, stop. Accidentally started it, it would appear. Okay, I've got my resin. As you can see, it's fairly bubbly. Not excellent, but I'm gonna drop it in there. Then this guy comes on top. There's no like There's nothing to like cap it or whatever, but I don't know, I kind of want to see what it looks like when I start it. So let's see what it does. And I'm going to switch it to the 9 minutes and go. Interesting, got all these bubbles up here now, so let's just pop it off. I don't know. Oh, there's like a thing in the Yep, that did it. There's a little like air hole in the back. So you can see there's kind of like still some layers and still some bubbles. My heart wants to run it through again in another 5-minute cycle and see if that does any better. Ooh, look how much better that looks. It's so clear, shiny. Okay, there's still these bubbles on top. I want to get rid of them for sure. So I'm gonna close this baby up. I'm gonna do another 5-minute bout, and hopefully by the end of that, we'll be fully clear. I'm so excited, yay. She's still going. Look at this, like one stroke of light over top of this. So aesthetically pleasing. Anyway, so I decided to test out a pawn. It is hot in there, probably because it's so thick. But all I did was dropped this little brush with the mica in the bottom, swirled it around a little bit, and then made a mix of UV resin and purple glitter, poured it in. Now to see if I like it. You can kind of see on the top where I put the mica. It's a little bit cloudier compared to the bottom. It also did not go flat. It kind of caved in a little bit at the bottom. And that can be solved pretty easily just by shaving it a touch. It also does still stand. It's just a touch wobbly. So yeah, I'm probably gonna even have just like a little nail file here just to maybe even this out a little bit and see how this goes. Here we are, and hopefully our last round. Let's come back here to our little air release. Oh, come on now. There we go. And, yes, so much better. I'm just losing nails left and right. Jeez. All right, looks beautiful, by the way. It's starting to warm up, so it's time to pour. Here goes nothing. All right, we're getting somewhere. This is down. There's still some bubbles. My lighter is just, my hands are cramping, it's bad. Just trust me on it, there's not much else to do. I've got a bunch of pieces done. I'm still finishing up my pawns because there are just so gosh darn many of them. But I do have a lot of the other ones finished up, and I think they turned out pretty good. And this is just in the purple glitter, but I am about to run out of UV resin. I have more coming overnight, so I should be able to finish this up tomorrow by the time this is all settled. These are a huge pain to get stuff into. The horse was arguably the worst because it's kind of angled like that. I had to like push it in. Basically, the more that you kind of swirl everything around, the further it'll go down. So I'm just gonna pop a bunch in here and you'll see. So you can see that when I just filled that in, none of it went all the way to the base. So what I have here is just paper clip angled all up. And if you just swirl it and push down, then it's gonna go down. You can see it's starting to fill up, and the nice thing about having the glitter is I can obviously tell when it's all down there, and obviously it you know, lowers in the middle bit here. But yeah, I just kind of go around until I see it's covered on all sides, including this little hump here, which I did make the mistake of not getting in all the crevices one of the other times. I think it was on the bishop actually. And now that my knight is cooled off a little bit, I'm going to show you kind of what a pain this is. Obviously, since I'm overfilling now, I've got some little extra edge bits. Not a big deal. Usually the little really thin ones will snap off, and I will be sanding the base of all of these so that they are level. but just to kind of keep things from slicing me up, just gonna cut those. And so I'm gonna start by pulling over top of the big bits. What I do when I get up here is I actually go from the back first and then up over the horse. Pretty good. For the other ones, sometimes I kind of have to lift, but I do try to do like one side at a time and like use my nail to peel it over top. That way I can pop the rest out, and that's working pretty good, but it does take a hot second to handle. All right, we're about to call it quits for the night, but these are all of our pieces parts ready to go, and I have this black velvet bag that I'm going to place them all in for my cousin. We're slowly but surely making our way to hardened land over here. I also have the total amount. For one set of pieces, this took about 200 grams of UV resin, which I think on average, on Amazon right now, it looks like that costs about 15 to 20 bucks. So just for context, this is not a cheap project. And this took like all of the bottles I had. 8 fluid ounces of each, so yeah, we're looking at a solid 16 ounces of resin for this whole thing. All right, I went around and I did shave off the crispiest edges because I just had some holes from the stickers that I didn't love. So what I'm gonna do now is, now that I've kind of gone around the edges and sanded a bit, I'm going to actually place this back inside of our mold, and I have these like clear pieces of acrylic, just this, that actually fits very nicely over top of it. Those are curing, and I think I just kind of want to fill up the edges and kind of surround it. That way it is a nice, smooth, flat top. All right, and I have used, actually, instead of the UV resin, I've done E6000 on all the corners. It's a lot smoother now, for sure. The pieces look great. I actually just called my cousin's mother, my aunt, as it were, to show her what I did for her daughter. It's actually a little bit late of a present, but it is what it is. Here I've got almost all of my pieces. I still have a few pawns left to take out and waiting for them to cool, and then repouring, and then debubbling, and then cure it. Like, it's all just taking a very long amount of time, which is fine, but I am feeling pretty confident that this is what it looks like. Proof of concept, once again, proven. And I kind of just wanted to wrap up the filming of this so I could get everything uploaded into my computer. I am really quite pleased with how everything came out, like way more than I originally thought I was going to, I think. Especially for as terrified as I was to take on this particular challenge. Obviously, there are still parts of it that are not perfect, but again, this is a gift for an 8-year-old, and I think she is going to love it, and I think it came out really pretty. If I had a space to keep a decorative chessboard, really, I would, but I just don't. But either way, I think this is a really beautiful gift. I'm really excited that I did it. I think I learned a lot more about resin throughout this process. I probably will not be doing this again, though I did find out that my husband's goddaughter is also quite into chess, so who knows, maybe I'll be doing another one in her favorite color, which is also purple, or maybe with a different design sometime soon. But yep, I'm just waiting for the last 4 of these guys to come out, and we'll be all good and ready to go. It's just going to take a while. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye.